What is up, my friends? I am going to show you how to do some AutoCAD skills. This video is going to be a bunch of introductory skills, but foundational. So these skills will save you a lot of time in the future, and they will make things a lot easier. So I'm not necessarily going to make anything in this video, but I'm going to show you some of the necessary skills to save you a lot of time and to make this a more fun experience for you. Also, if you are new to AutoCAD, I am going to be doing the main features of AutoCAD, which are usually used in the real world for making things like floor plans, two-dimensional drawings. While AutoCAD can do 3 dimensions, most of the money and jobs are not in that realm for AutoCAD specifically. They're mostly in two-dimensional drawings, okay? And same with your user certification and your professional certification. Both of those are just for 2 dimensions, okay? So the things that we're going to learn are for your AutoCAD user certification exam, okay? And once you get that certification, you can then work on getting your AutoCAD professional certification. So anyhow, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start by teaching you some simple commands. Okay, so let's make a line. Okay, you can do that by clicking your tools up here. Make a line. Okay, or you can just type the word line. And whatever the first one is, whatever is highlighted, you can see that it's a dark box here. Whatever is the first one, and you just click enter. You can click it with your mouse, or you can just type line, enter. Okay. So this is the same for all commands. So you can find the button up here, or you can type the name of that command. For instance, circle right here. I'm just going to type circle, enter. I like typing it because it's faster, but some people like using the buttons. It's up to you. Okay, I'm going to highlight these things and delete them. I can just push the delete button at the top right of your keyboard. Okay, next thing are command aliases. Big word. It just means command short term, or your command acronym in a way. So instead of typing the whole word line, I can just type L. And as you can see, it tells you what your command alias is. For line, the alias is L. So I'm just going to type L, enter. And once you get used to that, man, it's even easier. L, enter. It becomes really fast, okay? Same for circle. C, circle. I use type C. And so there are a lot of commands. There are hundreds of commands. You will really only need to get to know, I don't know, maybe 20 commands for your user, less than 50 for sure, for your user certification exam. So it's really not that difficult. Okay, if you're committed to studying a little bit and practicing. I'm going to delete these. Okay, next thing. Let's look at polyline. You know what? We'll get to that later. We're going to get to polyline later. What I'd like to show you is how to select and highlight certain objects. I'm going to make a bunch of lines here. Circle, circle. Okay. If I click on this, it highlights blue. Okay. And I can click on certain ones. And if I want to unhighlight them, I just push the escape key on your keyboard. All right, let's say I want to zoom in on my circle. I can zoom in like normal, but as you can see, it's kind of like it's not right in the middle. It's kind of hard to get there. Well, if you want to do a perfect zoom in, what you should do is you highlight it, and then you click top over here. So I'm going to click top, and it does it puts it right in the center of the screen for you. Okay, well, now let's say I want to get back to my other shapes. Okay, so I'm going to unhighlight by clicking escape. And then I'm going to click top again. It will bring the sum of everything to the center of the screen. So top. And now I can see everything I've drawn. Let's highlight more than one thing. Let's highlight these three things, the two lines and a circle. Let's say I want to zoom in on those only. Highlight them and click top. So it will zoom in on those things that are highlighted. Let's unhighlight. Let's say you want to unhighlight a specific object, okay? So you click it to highlight it, but you hold shift, click to unhighlight. You can see the little minus sign. I'm holding shift, click. And now I'm going to zoom in on only the circle, top. Okay, there we go. Escape. I'm going to go back to my big view, top. There we go. All right, well, you've learned about lines, circles, the command buttons, typing in the commands, and you've learned about the command aliases. And you've learned about zooming in using the top button. Okay. In case you're curious about what this is, you can kind of turn the screen around by clicking this. It's a northwest, east, south thing going on. And also there's a 3D mode. Okay, so you can see this cube. That's kind of the view that we're looking at. So here's the original mode, and we're going to look at it from an, it's called the orthogonal mode. Okay, so kind of from the side, from the angle, right? And just to get rid of your curiosity with the whole 3D thing, I'm just going to do one thing in 3D, and that's it. Okay, it's just one thing, and it's super easy. I just want to show you that this can do 3D. So I'm just going to type the word extrude, E-X-T-R-U-D-E. You can see that it brings a flat shape and makes it a 3D shape. So I'm going to click extrude. Okay, select objects to extrude. Okay, here's another thing, and this is for a lot of the commands. You can see the gray bar at the bottom right of my cursor. Read that gray bar anytime it pops up, because that tells you, 99% of the time, that tells you what you should do next. Many of these commands have more than one step. Okay, so for instance, I typed in extrude. There's more than one step for extrude. And when this little gray bar pops up, it reminds you the exact step that you were supposed to do next. Okay, so it says select objects to extrude. Okay, I'm going to extrude this one and this one. You can do more than one. All right. Once I have a cough, sorry. Once I have those selected, I'm going to click enter. Okay, and I can just move my cursor and add 3 dimensions to these circles. Okay, so I'm going to bring them up, and I can type an exact dimension of 40 inches. I believe the units are in inches. Usually it's just automatically in inches to begin with. So I'm just going to type 40, enter. Okay, and they are 3D. You can also change, so if you don't like the way that looks, you can change what the 3D objects look like. So look, I'm just going to come up here where it says 2D wireframe. I'm going to click realistic. And voila, you have some cylinders that look realistic. You can do shaded with edges. Okay, you can see the edges there. That's a little bit easier on the eyes, I think. Sketchy, there's some cool ones. Looks like a sketch kind of X-ray. Okay, so you can see through it. What else? What is good? Conceptual? Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, I'm going to get rid of that because, again, we're not learning 3D. We're learning what you need for your AutoCAD certification, user certification. We're going back to top. You will always just be in this 2D view. Okay, glad you are paying attention so far. That's it for the first video. I will catch you in the second video. Thank you for watching.